Hello viewers, welcome to Kids Auto and Truck Repair. Today we have a 2007 Ford Edge. The customer complaint on this vehicle is the vehicle overheats. So the engine temperature sometimes goes over the middle mark. So the owner of this vehicle is a lady. She tells me that sometimes when she's driving around town, the temperature gauge goes all the way up to the high mark. So we have to figure out why this vehicle is overheating. Now, she told me it doesn't overheat all the time. Sometimes it overheats, sometimes it doesn't. So she brought it here so we can figure out. I asked her if she drove it for a long time, because if she drove it for a while it was overheating, that could potentially damage the engine. She told me when she saw the temperature gauge go up to the high mark, she turned off the engine, waited a little bit, and then the engine cooled off. She started again. After that, it was fine. So we gotta figure this out. And then we wanna acknowledge our guest here. You're not even a guest anymore, are you?
No,
You're not a guest
here
anymore.
full-time.
We're gonna acknowledge Ian. Ian, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Ian just came back from a vacation in Mexico.
Yes, sir.
How was it?
It's pretty good. Got to see my family.
Brought to see your family?
Yeah.
You ate good food over there?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. You guys where were you? Mexico City?
Yeah, Mexico City. That's where I'm from.
Yeah. Very cool.
Beautiful.
What was the highlight of your vacation in Mexico?
Probably the food,
The
honestly.
food?
Yeah, the food.
All right, awesome. So behind the camera, we have our famous cameraman Kyler, although he doesn't believe that he's famous. Cameraman Kyler is behind the camera. Thanks for being here. So now let's go in the vehicle.
Happy birthday.
Oh yes, thanks for mentioning that. Today is Kyler's birthday. Everybody, let's wish Kyler happy birthday in the comment section, okay? Man, how did I forget that? We just came from lunch to celebrate Kyler. Happy birthday, Kyler. So let's go in the vehicle. Hopefully when we start it, the temperature is gonna go high so we can confirm the customer's complaint. So now let's go in the vehicle. Let's start the engine. Now this vehicle has a lot of miles. This vehicle has 256,000 miles, 170, a lot. Okay. Right now there are no lights on the dash. Kyler, if you can show the dash. I mean, we have one light. We have the tire pressure monitor light. That's it. So I'm gonna turn the key off. I'm gonna turn the engine off. Let's turn the key on. Now, based on what the customer told me, if I could take a guess, although I don't like guessing, if I could take a guess, I would say maybe this vehicle needs a radiator fan. So hopefully it's gonna be as simple as a defective radiator fan, because she says it only overheats when she's driving around town. If she's driving on a highway, it's pretty normal. So let's scan the engine computer. Let's see if we have a code in the engine computer, and then we'll go from there. Ian, you remember the test we did on the Subaru Forester that we worked on?
I think so.
That was overheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically gonna do the same thing on this one. We're gonna, after we read the codes, if there are no codes, then we're gonna go in the engine computer, or we're gonna look at the engine temperature data pid, and then we're gonna rev it up to see, because we could also have a bad thermostat that's sticking open and causing the engine to overheat. So this should be a pretty easy video. All right, so vehicle has been identified. Everything looks good. Let's do a code scan. Right there. I haven't scanned this. You guys will probably be like, did you scan this off camera? No, I didn't. See, there's the code. Cooling fan 1 control circuit. There's your problem. So P0480, yeah. She said, I'm gonna restate this. She said, when I drive on a highway, if I'm going fast, it seems to be fine. But if I'm going on like bumper to bumper traffic, it overheats. So usually what happens is when you drive fast, you have a good kind of inrush of air going through the radiator. That cools the engine down pretty well. But if you're going, if you're going through if you're doing city driving or if you're going through traffic, you're not going to have enough air going through the radiator. And if the fan is not working, your engine is going to overheat. So this is pretty self-explanatory, okay? We don't even have to look up this code. So cooling fan 1 is not being controlled. So something is wrong with the circuit of cooling fan 1. So let's scroll down and see what else we have. So we have this code in the engine computer and the transmission control unit. Actually, Ian just bought a new Snap-on scanner today.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I'm
we
excited.
need to start. I don't know if we can do a screen recorder on that one, but we need to start having you use that. You know.
Let's do it.
Okay, so here are the codes that we have. We don't have a code on the generic side of the scan tool. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go into the engine computer. So these fans, these radiator fans usually have 3 wires. There is a power and ground wire, and then there is a control wire from the computer or from the relay. When the relay closes, then the fan goes on. Or when the computer, I don't know if this is computer controlled, we can look it up, but if the computer turns on the fan through the control wire, then the fan turns on. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's check our code just one last time. And then we're gonna go to our functional test to see if, because we could also have a defective fan. The fan could be bad. So here's our code. Now let's back out. Let's go to functional test. Okay, so we have fan control low speed on off. Okay, let's see. Key on engine off. Now I'm going to tell the scan tool to turn on the fan. All right, so let's see. Response from control module condition not met. Why? Let me cycle the key. All right, I don't know why the Snap-on scanner is not turning on this fan. Maybe it's because we have a fan code in the engine computer. Let me back out. Let me clear this code. Sometimes if there's a code in the engine computer, the computer can not turn the driver for that component. So let's clear this. Codes cleared. Let's go to codes. Oh, so right there. So this code is a hard code. When I clear it, it doesn't go away. So P0480, watch this. I clear the code. And then let's go to pending codes. No codes present, right? Let's go to memory codes. Someone's texting me. Okay, let's do a key on, engine off, self-test. I'm sure we're gonna have that code come back because when a computer does a self-test, it turns on most components around the engine. So right there, the code came back. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's go under the hood and do a visual inspection. And then after we do a visual inspection, I'm gonna get a test light. We're gonna bypass the fan with a test light if we can. If the test light comes on, that will tell us that the circuit is good. And then at that point, maybe it's just a bad fan. So let's go under the hood and do some tests. I'm gonna use this test light so we can test the fan circuit. So here's our radiator fan. I'm gonna move this upper radiator hose out of the way. So this connector here, you see these 2 big wires? There is a black one and a red one. So I believe the black one is the ground and then red one is power. So I'm going to connect my test light to these 2 wires. We're gonna bypass the fans with that test light. So I'm gonna back probe the first wire and then we're gonna back probe the second wire. Okay. Now the key is on in the vehicle. I'm going to now use my scan tool to turn on the fan. After we turn on the fan, if the circuit is good, this test light is going to light. And if the test light lights, that would mean that the wiring is good, and then at that point we're going to go ahead and call for a bad radiator fan assembly. Now remember, when I was clearing the codes, the code was coming back, so I'm going to clear the code again. Now this time I'm going to do another key on engine off self-test. If the code doesn't come back, okay, our test light didn't light. Okay, same thing. Test light didn't light. So let me check the test light here. Let's look at how much corrosion we have on the battery terminals. Geez, we're gonna have to clean these battery terminals when we're done. So I'm gonna go right there. Oops, gets hot. See that? So our test light works. Okay, I'm gonna connect this again. This back probe. These two wires here. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, let me see. I'm going to try to turn on this fan. Let me go back. Let me go to functional test. Okay, it's still not working. So now we could have radiator fans that are good, but if the module is bad, because there's a module that controls these fans, if the module is bad, these fans are not going to work. So Kyler, if you can come over here, let me see if I can remove this piece. I'm gonna have to remove this air filter box. Let me see. Do I have to remove the whole thing? Okay. Okay, I gotta remove this air filter box. Ian, can you grab me a 8 millimeter socket, 8 millimeter socket and ratchet and an extension so I can undo these. Okay, so while Ian is grabbing me the tool, I'm gonna disconnect this mass airflow sensor. Come on. Maybe instead of disconnecting it, I can just undo this clamp and move this guy out of the way. Okay, so I gotta remove the entire air filter box. That way we can get access. So this module here, Kyler, you see this piece over here? This is the module. This is the fan control module. Actually, I think it looks swollen. This is the module. The module could be bad. So on the other side of the module, we have 3 wires. I don't know if you can see those wires. There are 3 wires there, those wires. So one of it is going to be power, the other one will be, one is going to be power, the other one will be ground, and then the small one will be control. So we're going to use our lab scope to check those 3 wires on the fan module. If the wiring is good, then the module is bad. So it could just be as simple as a a bad fan module. So let's wait for Ian. We're gonna get the tools and then we'll be right back. All right, we got the tool. I'm gonna remove the air filter box. We're gonna undo this nut here, this bolt. Okay, so Ian, you can hold this.
Yep.
Now here is our fan module. Here it is. Hey, there it is. Now we're gonna disconnect it. Look, this is what I was talking about. You see how we have 3 wires here? So ground, power, I don't know which one they are, but one of them is going to be power, one of them is going to be ground, and then this will be a control. So let's use our light here. I'm going to grab this light. I'm going to back probe. Let me see, maybe I can just front probe these. There, you see that? So we have good power. The fact that that light lights, that means the control, the module is getting good power and good ground. Okay, right there. So all I'm doing is I'm just back probing these heavy gauge wires. Okay, now we're gonna check the control wire. Now to check the control wire, we have to use our lab scope. Okay, so it's about to rain. It's about to rain, or is it raining already?
It's raining already.
It's raining already. So let's do this.
So nice.
Let's do this really fast. Yeah. Knowing how hot it's been.
I was telling Kyler, it's like that one scene in Holes.
Yeah, really.
And then it starts raining finally.
You're just like, oh yeah, I can take this. Okay, so I'm gonna back probe. So we're gonna back probe this little control wire here. So we need to see if the computer is controlling the fan module. Now, I'm also gonna back probe the other 2 wires, although we checked them already. We know there's good power and good ground there, but I just wanna make sure that we are not losing that power or ground when we connect the connector to the module. So I'm gonna back probe this one here. So as you can see, we're back probing all the wires at the fan module electrical connector. Okay, so now let's look at the lab scope screen. You guys will see this when Kyler put this up on the screen. Okay, so here, Ian. Make sure the key is on. Is the key still on the dash? In the car?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Perfect. So now, let's go to our lab scope. Ian just got a 2-channel scope, so you're gonna love using it. You see this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the module. Kylo, you'll see this in the edit when you start editing. Yeah. So now without looking down there,
yeah.
I don't remember which color the test lead. The test lead that's connected to the control wire is. But just looking at this, based on this, I can tell that the yellow test lead is connected to the small wire on that connector. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know how I know? Because of the control on the lab scope. See this control here? Mm-hmm. So this is a pulse. It's called a pulse width modulated control.
Okay.
Okay. So the green trace. Actually, I can put the digital numbers here. See, green trace is going to be battery voltage, mm-hmm. and then blue is going to be ground, and then yellow is going to be control. Okay. So the module is being controlled, but it's not turning on the fans. Mm. Now, if we wanna do something cool, actually, can you go grab my my power probe?
Yeah.
We can send power and ground to the fans. The fans will run. I'm pretty sure the fans are good. So
let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it. Bring the power probe. We'll check that. So while Ian is getting the power probe, there's one more test I want to do. Let me back out of here. So this already tells me that the wiring is good. We don't have a wiring problem. Let's go to our guided component test. I want to look at my scan data and the scope at the same time, so I can, because I want to turn on the fan, and then I want to watch the control on the lab scope. Okay. So let's go back. We're gonna go back to our functional test. We're gonna bring up our scope here, and then I'm gonna turn on the fan. The control on the fan module should change. It's not even working. Actually, okay. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to change the control on the module so you can see how this was gonna move. The control was gonna move over here. But Ian has got the back probe. So we're gonna confirm, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bypass the module. So I believe red is power, black is ground. Okay. So I'm gonna disconnect this guy here. I'm just gonna front probe these. So we're gonna carefully front probe. I can back probe this, it's fine. Back probe. I'm gonna send ground to this guy through my power probe. Then, so I'm sending ground down this wire. Now I'm gonna send power down the red wire. Is it connected?
Go inside.
There we go. Now let's see. Maybe the fans are bad too. Yeah, fans are bad because see when I do this, I don't have ground. Let me switch this around. See, I'm sending power to the fans. If these fans were good, they would have worked. Yeah, we got bad fans. Now, I don't think you can even get the module by itself. You gotta get the whole fan assembly. And I'm sure once you get the fan assembly, it comes with a new module. Okay, so yeah, the fans are bad too, Ian. If the fans were good,
It would turn on.
yeah, when I sent power and ground to those two wires, the fans would have turned on. Because I was just bypassing this module. So bad fan assembly. Okay, so I feel comfortable calling. Actually, one more thing. We just want to be thorough. We just want to check and double check. Right now, I feel comfortable calling for a new radiator fan assembly. I'm sure it's going to come with the module. If it doesn't come with the module, we have to buy the module too. So the module is bad, the fans are bad. Now, when I try to turn on the fans with the scan tool while I'm looking at the scope, it's not letting me do that with my snap-on scanner. Let's grab our Autel scanner. Let's connect the Autel and turn on the fan with the Autel scan tool, and then we're gonna watch the control. We have to watch the control change on the lab scope screen, and then we'll be done. So we're almost done. I mean, I feel confident already, but we just need to check and double check. So I'm gonna get the Autel connected to the vehicle, and then I'll bring you guys back up. All right, we have our Autel scan tool connected to the vehicle. Kyler will put the scan tool up on the screen for you guys to see. I mean, not the scan tool, the scope. We're not screen recording the Autel, but we're screen recording the snap-on. So let's go into the engine computer. I am going to turn on the fan. As I do that, watch this control, Ian. So let me go to active test. I'm going to try to turn the fan on. This over here should change. I mean, the computer may still not try to turn it on, because if there's a hard fault, which we cannot get rid of, the computer will probably see that hard fault and not turn on the fan. So let's see. I mean, I know that's what's wrong, but I'm just double checking.
Check and double check.
Yeah, check and double check. Why are they giving me all these data pins? I don't want to look at all these data pins. You see that?
Yeah, just
See how it changed? You see that?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's me turning on the fan. Okay. So this over here, you see the fact that that's the yellow trace is changing?
Yeah.
That's the control. So the scan tool is telling the computer to turn on the fan. The fact that I can see I can see this control at the module, this tells me that the wiring is good. So from the module all the way up to the computer, the wires are good.
Okay, so that just means that the fans are...
Yeah, the fans are bad. The module also is bad, because the module is what controls the fan.
The fan.
Because when I was doing this test, actually, let me see. Oops. Let's do one more thing. I'm gonna get rid of the green trace, okay, because we know that's power. I'm also gonna get rid of the yellow trace, okay? And then I'm gonna connect them to my test light, which we know is working. I'm gonna back probe these two wires here. So this I mean, this is a little bit of overkill, to be honest.
Nothing wrong with that.
We already know that the fan module is bad, but we're just double checking. Okay, we got that there. So if the issue was the fan, not the module, since I got the test lights connected to the fan wires,
Yes.
when I turn it on, the test light should come on.
Right.
So if the test light comes on but the fans are not working, we will know the module is good. The issue is the fan. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do it again. The control on the lab scope changes. Watch that, it changes there, but the test light is still off. It's gonna take a little second. See there?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
Done. Double check work.
We're done.
Double check work.
Yeah, we check and double check. Yeah,
That's it.
wiring is good. Bad fan, bad radiator fan assembly. So it's getting late tomorrow. I'll call the parts store. Hopefully they have it. Actually, I can already look it up to see who's got it.
Okay.
That way I can just pick it up on my way in tomorrow. I believe the fan comes with the module, the fan assembly.
Right.
But if it doesn't come with the module, we're gonna have to buy the module separately.
Okay.
And then after we replace that, this should be good to go.
Yep.
Sounds
Any
good.
questions?
Pretty straightforward,
Pretty
actually.
straightforward, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's it. We're gonna leave this right over here. Ian, thanks for being here.
Thank you
Robin,
for having me.
thank you, brother. Everybody, we'll bring you guys back up tomorrow. We're gonna replace the fan and this will be fixed. Cameraman Kyler, thanks for being behind the camera. It's been a hot day. even when it's hot, we keep filming. We want to bring great content to you guys. So I hope you appreciate the videos we're bringing for you. Leave us a comment. I hope you say something good, okay? Be kind to us. And wish our famous cameraman a happy birthday, because today is Kyler's birthday, okay? Wish him a happy birthday. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave it there, because I love reading your comments, guys. See you guys in the morning. All right, guys, it is the next day. We got a brand new fan assembly for this Ford Edge. We did our testing yesterday. We're gonna replace the fan assembly, and after that, this is gonna be fixed. So we just picked up a new Dorman fan assembly. Here's the part number. Okay, this is what we're gonna install. After we install this, this is gonna be good to go. So here it is. Okay, this fan assembly came with a new fan control unit. The wiring is good, so after we install this, this should work. Okay, so Robin is gonna do the installation for us. Robin is gonna install this, and then we'll see what we're gonna have after that. So Robin, you ready?
Yes, sir.
You up?
Alrighty. So now we're gonna remove the old fan and install the new one. So a little bit process in depth. So we're gonna walk through slowly and get it out and get it back in properly. All right, let's walk along. So first we gotta move this. If you can see cameraman Kyla, big up. You can see this upper radiator hose right here. Gonna move this clamp. We're gonna slide it, stuck it back. We have a pan set on the bottom, and we're gonna drain some of the coolant out. We're gonna gently just push back on the hose. So we're gonna spill a little bit of coolant out. So, we gotta be careful, don't want to hurt anyone. Safety, have our glasses on. Push it this to the side. Now we're gonna disconnect the harness for the fan. Yep. So now we're gonna remove these fasteners for the wire harness. 1 second, my tools right here. Some fasteners right here. We use our pick and pull them out. There's one more under here. All right, that's out. We're gonna separate it right here, the harness. Push it, give a little bit of love. All right, that's out. So we're gonna push it back, create some space, and now we're gonna unbolt the fasteners for the fan. It's an 8mm headboard. It's plastic, so we just take it out very slowly. And on this side, we're gonna do the same thing. Get the tool on. And now we put it away safely. Just lift the fan out of its holder. There's one more holder here. Just play with this thing back and forth. All right, we'll lift up. With the love top. Oh, there's one more holder. I'm gonna push back the harness to the back. And we slide it back out very slowly, side to side. And there we go. That's the old one. Put it to the side. Now guys, we're gonna put back in the new one from the parts store. We're doing the reverse of how we take it out. Just gently put it back in. Just wiggle. You gotta make sure it's all lined up. And just move stuff out of the way. Go down and come back just a little bit more. And lift it and tug it to the top of the radiator. The little holder. So we gotta lift it up. A little bit of patience and lift it and put it onto it. Guys, it's so sweaty. I gotta remove my glasses to see what I'm doing down here. So it's really hot today. Is it my light? See, there's a fasteners slot I need to put it into. Just feel like no. Yeah, that one is in. Yes, in there. So now we're gonna just tighten about this down. It's plastic, so we just gently put it in. And same thing on this side. We're just gonna put back the bolt back the same way how we take them out. Let's hand catch the bolt first. We'll just run it all down. Oh, shucks, where's my socket? It's run away, leave me out right here. That's the, should catch that. The coolant's running away. Let's catch it back some of it. Say, come back to me. Let's catch it temporarily. Actually, just let it stay. Because it's still can't see what I'm doing. Let it stay. Now we're going to tighten the bolt back down. With a pan down the bottom, catching the coolant. Alright, so that's one done. Then we're going back to this side. Alright, now we're going to put back the harness in. We lay back the harness where the harness is supposed to go. Slide it back under here. Slide it down. Go up and down. Put it into the fasteners. Likewise on this side. Get it back in here. Connect back the harness. We're going to connect back the upper radiator hose in place. Right there. Put back the clamp on, just snap it on. This is the tricky part to release this clamp because it's locked. To open it back. Just squeeze it. And release. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. Alright, that's released. So we snap it and it's all released. Right back into place. We tug onto the hose and make sure the hose is there on it properly. So now we're going to install back the gearbox. We're doing the reverse of what we put in. I'll grab it here. It's gruesome hot today. harness for the mass sensor. We're going to put in back this fastener, run it back down. That's smoked down. That's good. Bring back this holder for the wire harness back into place. All right, so we're gonna pin it back to the frame. There's a holder for it right here. Sometimes stuff cooperate, sometimes it doesn't. Especially when you're outside sweating, it's not so easy. Gotta pop it back. All right, that's done. So now we're gonna put back the earbox into place. Right, so now we're gonna install back our earbox in. Put the clamp on. Then we're gonna close it with this lid. Sometimes stuff, just push it. All right, so this is back into place. Now we get our flat base screwdriver and tighten this hose clamp. And that will be it. Put coolant in the car and we take it from there. So guys, we're gonna come back in a few. We're gonna put coolant in the car. We're gonna start it up and give it a test and let you guys know.
Robin has replaced the radiator fan. Here is the old one. Okay, so Robin, good job.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get this out of the way. We're working outside and it's hot. So let's get this done. Now, remember yesterday when we were doing our tests, the fan circuit code was not going away. We couldn't get rid of that code. So now let's see if we can get rid of that code now. If we can get rid of it, that would mean we're good to go. We don't even have to take this on a test drive. Just if the code can now be cleared, we should be good. So Robin, when you replaced the fan, did you see anything that needed attention under the hood?
No.
No?
Nothing crazy.
It's good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, this engine sounds good for a 2007 vehicle.
With 256,000
Yeah,
miles.
yeah, it has a lot of miles.
Yeah, he must have got it new.
Probably.
Yeah, they did some work to it already too.
Mm-hmm. 256,000 miles, wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Okay, let's do a code scan again. Okay, so the code we had yesterday is P0480. Okay, and this code was not getting cleared. Every time I tried clearing it, it was still coming back.
Okay.
So if I clear it now and it goes away,
We're good.
and we're good.
All right.
Because it was a hard code. So it is the moment of the truth.
Magical fingers.
Let's see. Let me clear these codes. Let's see. Man, it feels nice out here.
Yeah, it's better inside.
Yeah, it's better than in the shop.
Under a tree, chilling. All thing missing some
Yeah.
coconut water.
Under the tree chilling.
Coconut water and some music.
Cameraman Kyle, you like being out here? Oh yeah. Yeah? Okay, let's do another code scan. Yay! The code is gone.
Ah, great.
Now we have the P1000 code. You see how it says OBD system check incomplete? This is because we cleared all the codes. Sometimes this code is on. I mean, this code can be set when the battery was disconnected,
Okay.
if the battery has been disconnected. So
Right.
I mean, I'm good about this, okay? So now, let's go into the engine computer. I'm gonna try to turn on this fan.
Okay, okay. You will active test?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a key on, engine off, self-test.
Alright.
What? The same code came back.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Nope.
Why though? Did we get a bad fan?
I
I mean, the wiring was fine. I don't think we have a wiring problem.
no. No. It's connected.
I know it's freaking dormant. It has to be the fan. It has to be the fan. See, it's still saying the same thing. Control cooling fan 1, control circuit. Yeah. Let me see if we have some troubleshooter here. We can look it up. So yeah, I think we got. The wiring is good. We have a bad fan. We got a bad fan. You can hear it. It's like trying to turn it on.
Nothing.
So P0480. Let me see if I can look it up.
So basically the module is not good then.
Yeah. Freaking dormant, man. P0480. This is the other thing I love about the scan tool. I mean the snap-on scanner. You see, you can even look up this code over here. What does it say? P0480, fan 1 control circuit, description. Code is set when voltage on fan, hold on. Code is set when voltage on fan control variable circuit is out of range. The voltage is not out of range because we checked the voltage yesterday.
Yeah.
There's good power and good ground going to it, you know, and when we were turning on the fan, we saw the control change on the lab scope.
Right.
You see what it says? Possible causes, wiring or connections, damage cooling fan module, diagnostic aids, doing key on, engine off, self-test, cooling fan is cycled on and off. And I just did a cool engine key on, engine off, self-test. It's not doing it.
Not doing it. So the damage module.
Dorman! No, they're freaking messing us up. Now we gotta redo this. Yeah, I'm gonna call Advance and see if Advance has got a different brand.
Yeah.
We just got this from Napa. I mean, I like my Napa guys, but they just, yeah, it's the fan.
Yep.
The fan is bad.
There's no way.
Freaking Dorman.
Oh.
I mean, I almost said no to this because by then I was like, it was also not the cheapest, you know. Yeah. You know what I'm starting to do is I should have just stuck to my guns, because when it comes to like electrical components, I don't usually like to go with dormant parts.
Oh, you remember the LS450 Lexus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrong parts.
Remember the parts we got and they were still not working? Yeah.
Same thing.
Guys, see what Dorman, you see, if someone from Dorman watches this video, you see what you're causing us?
Headache.
Headaches. Yeah.
In the heat.
Robin, you gotta take it out again.
Oh, it's all right.
I mean, we're not gonna film the process. We don't have to film it. You already did this.
Right.
Let's take it out. Let me go to the office and see if Advance has got one.
All right.
Let's put a different brand fan assembly in this and see what happens.
It's all right.
I'll return this.
It fits.
All right. Thanks, brother.
No problem. No problem.
Please yank it out and let's put another one in. All right, guys, so we're now gonna show you the process of changing this. Yeah, we got a bad part out of the box. These are the things we have to go through sometimes. This is so irritating. All right, so we'll get another fan assembly and then we'll bring you guys back up. All right, guys, it is the next day. It's so beautiful out today. We have cameraman Kyler behind the camera smiling. Dude, I'll take this day, you know, for the rest of the year. You know, if the temperature can just stay cool like this, it's not hot today, it's awesome. So it is the next day after we realized that we got a defective Dorman radiator fan assembly. I went back in the shop, I called my suppliers. Most of our suppliers only had a Dorman radiator fan assembly. So I didn't want to get another Dorman assembly. So I decided to go ahead and call the Ford dealership. Our local Ford dealership told me that they were gonna get the fan assembly the next day. So I ordered one from Ford, here it is. Now, the parts, I mean, the price difference on this one, I mean, on the OEM one versus the Dorman one was about $60. Now, my question to you is, who's gonna pay for that $60, that price difference? Who's gonna cover that? Should we cover that? Or should I call the customer and tell the customer, Mr. Customer, we got you an OEM one, you need to pay us an extra $60. So, I don't know, but I think I can already respond to that. We're just gonna cover it, okay? We're not gonna have the customer pay us extra. I'm gonna cover that. Maybe I should have just quoted a OEM fan to begin with, but anyways, we wanna make our customers happy. We wanna do this right, so we got an OEM fan. Now, Kyler, if you can show everybody the part number here. Here is our OEM part number. I'm gonna bring out the OEM fan. Here it is. Look at that. Even the plastic feels different. Plastic is a little heavy. Okay. The fan control unit looks a little bit different. All right, so Robin is gonna install this on the vehicle, and after that, we should be good to go. So we're now going to show you the process of installing this OEM one. After this is installed, I'll bring you guys back up so we can verify our repair. All right, guys, we have installed the OEM cooling fan assembly. Now this vehicle should be fixed. We have our scan tool connected to the vehicle. The key is on. I'm going to scan it. We're going to read the codes. Remember yesterday, after we installed the Dorman fan, after I cleared the codes, the code kept coming back, the P0480 trouble code. So let's see if that code is gonna go away now. And then we're gonna do a key on, engine off self-test. The fan should spin.
Right.
If it does, then we will know we're good.
Yes, sir.
Why is this thing taking forever? Oh, okay. Keys on. Scan tool has been, vehicle has been identified. I'm gonna click OK. Let's do a code scan. Let's see what we got. Okay. Now the intake air temperature sensor code is set. This is probably because we were doing the test yesterday. So I'm gonna clear all these codes. This is the I mean, this kind of stuff tells you how important it is to have the right tool and the knowledge to diagnose these systems. Because if we didn't have the tools and the know-how, we would have kind of second-guessed ourselves. Yep. You know, we got a brand.
Go on a rabbit tail.
Yeah, and you can go around a rabbit hole. This is how some people end up just changing parts. Because you put a brand new part, it's still not working, then you're like, what's next? Yeah, or did I, you know, so I'm glad that we could confidently say it's the fan, it's not. Because we checked the wiring, I mean, the wiring was fine. So, all right, so we cleared all the codes. Let's do another fault scan. Robin is double checking and we're making sure everything is connected. No coolant leaks. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna go into the engine computer. So we're gonna do a key on, engine off self-test. So Kyler, if you can come here under the hood, I want you to show the fan. As I do this self-test, the fan should spin.
And now we got music.
Nice. you can see the fan spin and our fan code is no longer coming back. So we're good. We are done. So let me just start the engine. At this point, I don't even have to take you guys on a test drive. We're good to go. Let me turn on the AC. After I turn on the AC, one of those fans should spin. Is it spinning?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So the fan is spinning, we're good to go. Now, I'm gonna turn off the engine so we can wrap it up. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave this right over here, that's it. This engine was overheating because the radiator fan was defective. Robin, thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, I hope you like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumb down. But if you do, tell us why so we can make better videos in the future. If this is your first time here, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. Cameraman Kyler, thanks for being here. See you guys next time.